Hey, what's up? So today we're going to talk about Sandy. We're going to go over 10 of his most important and easily executable and fun tips to help you climb, help you get those trophies, help you carry your team. Starting with first tip, the Sweet Dreams gadget. So we all know that it stuns. It amplifies your next attack to stun your opponents that you hit for 1 second unless they get hit or damaged. While the effect is active, then it will just end the stun early. People tend to just attack instantly after stunning someone with this, which will instantly end the stun and will render it pretty much pointless. So what I'd like to bring up is, and what the whole tip is about, make sure you gotta lock in, you gotta really go into your consciousness and tell yourself that, man, wait that freaking 1 second after the stun to recharge a bit of your ammo so you can assassinate the target properly. Right? You stun someone, you wait that 1 second until they move a little bit and then attack. While within this tip is another one that, well, do not, like, right, imagine the scenario. You wait in the bush, somebody's coming towards you. Do not proc the gadget with your first attack. Make sure to attack them first, and then when they pretty much like try to run away, try to dodge the other one, then on the second attack apply the gadget. You'll stun them, wait that 1 second, you'll recharge one piece of your ammo bar and fire off those 2 remaining projectiles. This whole process will pretty much assassinate most of the Brawl Stars roster. Second tip is regarding his other gadget, Sleep Stimulator. This gadget is a lot worse in comparison to his Sweet Dreams gadget. If you press it, you're gonna have to wait 1.5 seconds stationary. You're not gonna be able to attack, use your stuff. You're gonna be like a sitting duck for 1.5 seconds, but you will heal up fully then, right? So the tip I'm gonna give you is to press the gadget proactively. Use it proactively. Use it before you take the fatal damage, not after, most of the time. You see, you're in the middle of this shootout with the enemy team. They hit you for a decent amount of damage, right? Nice chunk of damage, but it's not really that time to proc the gadget yet, because it would only restore like 2000 health. Like, not worth it, right? That's what you think, but I would say use it. If you're standing in the middle of that shootout, you don't even have to hide behind anything, just proc it in the middle of the battlefield. You will get damaged because you're stationary, but it will immediately get healed back up and they're just gonna waste their ammo on you and you are going to end up fully healed up. So let's get to our third tip. It's important to remember that the left side of the attack indicator of Sandy actually hits the fastest. It splits up evenly across the whole indicator, more like linearly. So the left side of the attack is gonna hit the first, the middle part is gonna hit second, and the right side gonna hit the third. The one projectile, the one ammo that you're gonna fire off is split into 3 individual piercing projectiles. So you should make sure to always aim with your left side of the attack indicator, because that one's gonna hit, well, the first. Unless you're hitting multiple targets, then you're gonna want to split it evenly. Fourth tip. So which one of these star powers to choose, right? They are pretty equal in terms of like raw power. So this first one, Healing Winds, heals everybody inside your ult for 410 HP per second, while the whole ult takes 9 seconds to end. So the whole healing you're gonna fire off is gonna be 3690, which is a nice chunk of healing. While this damage one is gonna damage the opponents for 216 per second, making it 1944 overall. So the raw value definitely lies within the healing winds. It's pretty much double. The damage here is in the healing of the star power. Even though it seems that the healing winds, well, they heal more than the root sands damage, but the root sands are gonna be your go-to star power here. They have just a lot more use cases, right? One of the most important ones is that you can reveal bushes with this one. You can throw your ult into like a bunch of bushes, like in a really bushy map ideally, and everybody that walks up are gonna get hit by the root sands and get revealed, which is, well, nice. And it really pairs pretty well with the vision gear. That's gonna make get revealed for 2 extra seconds if they get damaged by your ult. So that's pretty neat, but I do not recommend because these other ones are just gonna outvalue the vision gear anyway. The vision gear is pretty useless. So, but it's nice to see in those really extra bushy maps. I could see the vision gear being somewhat useful, right? The healing winds does come in handy though if you're playing with a pre-made team and really want to top up those HPs you trust in your team. It is gonna be like your teammates are gonna like you, and it is my preferred star power, even though it's the worst one. I like it better because what's interesting with the healing star power, it pairs real well with Sweet Dreams gadget that stuns, because it won't actually interfere with it. If you'd have Root Sands equipped and you would stun someone in your ult, then the Root Sands damage could easily wake them back up and interfere with the stun, wake them up from the stun, which is not too good. So the healing winds definitely pairs better with Sweet Dreams gadget. Something to take into account. Let's get into our 5th tip. Definitely make sure to combo your super with your heal gadget to heal up safely within the premises of your, well, ultimate. So what to do is you get damaged, right? Like fatally, you are on like 1000 HP, 2000 HP. Pop your ult, hide in it, hide behind something, or don't even do that, just pop your ult, move a bit so your enemies don't know where you are exactly in your ult, and pop the gadget, heal up. It's gonna be a lot more safer than doing it behind the cover when they can see you when playing against throwers, or a lot more safer than just popping it in the open or popping it even proactively, which is a bit of a trolling sometimes, but it can be unexpected, right? So that's why I included it in the 2nd tip. So let's move on to our 6th tip. Is gonna be about the damage star power. So if you see somebody who's low on HP, not really low, but overall trying to heal up, they are like on 50% HP, they are hiding behind cover waiting for their healing, like passive healing, to kick off, and you have your ult up, you have your Root Sands equipped, just throw your ult on top of their head and stall the healing. It's gonna be extremely annoying for the enemy, and it's gonna make him like, they're gonna have to walk away from the ult, which is massive, right? So let's move on to our 7th tip. So in this 7th tip, I would like to talk about matchups, right? Who is Sandy good with and good against? So I would say Sandy's great into squishy brawlers and exceptionally good against squishy assassins, and decent into tanks. So why is that? At first sight it may seem that why would Sandy be good against like assassins, right? He doesn't have much utility to protect himself from assassins, but we do expect to have Sweet Dreams equipped with Root Sands pretty much 70% of your games at least, right? Well, the Sweet Dreams gadget pretty much like 100%, like the sleep stimulator is really not that good. So assassin jumps you, you press the Sweet Dreams gadget, pop it in his face. You have 1 second to walk away. That's a pretty reasonable time to like create some distance, and you'll have plenty of time to finish him off, plenty of time to reload that 1 extra ammo, pop the 3 projectiles into his face. The assassin will probably die. Also, you can easily protect your team by stunning the assassin on their head. Your team will definitely thank you for that. The other reason is Sandy does not have good range at all. So the only source of ult charge is either gonna be waiting in the bush for the long range brawlers to come closer to you to ambush them, or the more easier alternative is to play against brawlers with similar range, meaning assassins, meaning tanks. Tanks are the best source of ult charge for Sandy. The problem with tanks is that you won't be able to kill them. You have to have another teammate that is able to burst the tank down, because Sandy is not able to. Like, he's terrible, has terrible damage output, but not that bad against tanks, because the Root Sense star power does exceptionally well against them, because it's gonna stall the passive healing on the tanks, which they heavily rely on. Okay, so let's move on to our eighth tip. Use super near bushes, right? If you have your Root Sense star power equipped, even better. You throw the whole ult into the bushes, they get pretty much denied, but we have already talked about that. So the other use is that make sure that some part of your ult is gonna be touching some bushes. So when the ult ends, everybody in your team can hide in some of the bushes. For the enemy team, it's gonna look like Sandy dropping ult, everybody disappears, and when the ult ends, everybody on the enemy team is already gonna be hidden in the bushes. It's like a budget Leon ult, right? You pop the Leon ult, you hide in the bush, and nobody knows that you're in the bush because you had been invisible the whole time. So okay, let's move on to our 9th tip. So Sweet Dreams gadget into Hypercharge. It's more of a combo than like a tip. So if you're hiding in a bush, for example, somebody's coming up, they have like a fair amount of HP, you know that 4 attacks are not gonna be quite enough to finish them off, to assassinate them. So make sure to proc your gadget, proc your Hypercharge, attack him, wait 1 second, attack him 2 times more, and finish off with the 4th attack. Every attack that you're gonna fire off is gonna be buffed with your ult, which means 5% extra damage, which is not much, but it might just be enough to finish off some brawlers that will need those 5% extra damage to get killed. You want to use your hyper ult, but this is like an extra use, which you can kill one of your opponents, then on the enemy team, throw your ult down, speed up everyone. Well, you're gonna start by going against 3 versus 2. A nifty one, definitely. So the 10th tip, our last one, is gonna be like a bonus one regarding the lore of Sandy, but also a really short one actually. So just a few fun facts, right? So actually Terra is an older sister of Sandy, and Jean is in their trio together. They work in like a magic bazaar in Star Park. So we may also assume that Jean has taught Sandy some magic tips and stuff. So I'm kind of a Jean here in this video, because I'm teaching you how to use that Sandy magic, if you catch my drift, right guys? Never mind. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope some of these tips will come in handy. See you in the next one, guys. Cheers.